Well, in order to start creating music for Grey Goo, I first needed to get a handle on the story, the factions, you know, and there was definitely a distinct push to make the factions very unique and different, and have their own style to them. So I wanted the music to also reflect that, which put me in the mindset of having 3 different soundtracks, one for each faction, so that whenever that you decide to play, you're going to hear a different set of music to give you the feel and association with their personality. Going through that, the betas, which is a faction that is very, you know, industrial looking. They have a lot of steam and a lot of fire and a lot of, you know, heavy machinery, you know, walking units. So I thought that an industrial style soundtrack also would complement that. So I used a lot of metallic percussion and you know, distorted synths and things that give it a little bit of a grit. And then I would blend some orchestral elements just to give it a bit of an organicness to it, even though it's very machine-like. Then there's the human faction, which is very futuristic, very clean-looking, very high-tech and modern, and you know, of course, you know, we're dealing in a sci-fi universe. So I thought that, you know, going completely synthetic for that faction was something that worked for them. So it's very much like a hybrid of different electronic music that I really love, and primarily focused on that for their sound. And then there's, of course, the Goo, which is the most unique, you know, faction in the game, and they operate completely different from anything that we've ever done. So my approach to the music for them was just watching how the gameplay is and feels when you play as the Goo. They are very eerie and mysterious. You know, it's the swarm of nanites essentially that's moving around and then splitting off and forming into different shapes and different units, and rolls over hills and does things that the other factions can't do. So when you see this coming at you, you know, that definitely, you know, raises a hair on your neck a little bit. And so I wanted to emphasize that and go completely orchestral with a very eerie and mysterious sound, you know, a little bit darker sound, you know, because to indicate that you don't know what's coming at you. And then to kind of bring that into a more modern setting and mix it up a bit, I decided to combine that with some dubstep. So, you know, especially when the combat themes kick in is when you hear more of that, because I just could feel that sort of extra, you know, wobbly synth sounds that could also accent the orchestralness of the feel of that score. And I thought that the blend of the two together really worked for that faction, and so it adds something that's different that I haven't really heard in a video game before. You know, that's what I love about sci-fi universes in general, is because there's no limits as to what you can experiment with, and as long as it fits what you're seeing on the screen and adds that personality that you're looking for, that's what counts.